farther than I expected. I'm impressed. But you still don't understand, do you? The future we offer is the only option for these humans.
I've heard enough. You're boring me to death, Black Doom. You're going down!
Such bravado for a little hedgehog. I thought you were different from the rest, but maybe not. We are more alike than you think. The same blood runs through our veins.
This can't be! Just... who are you?
Don't you know? You were created from my blood.
What?
That's right. You are a part of me. Do you feel that? I can control you. You cannot escape me, nor can you escape your past.
Damn you! No! It's not true!
That's also the other line that I don't like. It sounds really too cheesy and too generic.
SBO? Are you in yet?
Quiet, Charmy! SBO, we need you to focus, because if we don't hurry, all the data we recovered will be lost!
Easier said than done. Who signed me up for this anyway?
That's it! I'll do it! Get out of the way!
Get back here, you idiot! Hey, it's working!
Shadow, my son.
Professor?
What is this?
If you're listening to this, then the worst has happened. You need to know the truth. The government plans to shut down this research facility.
So many in-between loading screens.
The government plans to cease all of our research and imprison all who know about you. I made a terrible mistake, Shadow. It's all my fault. Making contact with that comet.
Professor Gerald?
Now listen very carefully. In 50 years, the Black Comet will return. They plan to harness its powers to destroy this planet. The only way to stop them was to develop a way to use the very power they intended to use against them.
That's it! It's brilliant!
Shadow, it's up to you, and only you can stop them. I developed the Eclipse Cannon. It's the only weapon that can destroy that Black Comet. Shadow, you are the only hope to save mankind as we know it. The future of this planet depends on you.
Don't worry, Grandfather. Shadow and I will protect this planet. Right, Shadow?
Gerald, you fool. Shadow is already in my control. What's this? Well. Seems like you're immune to my mind control.
You have no control over me, Black Doom. I now understand why I am here. I made a promise and I'm here to keep it. Today, I put my past behind me.
Have it your way, Shadow. So be it. Be prepared to meet your maker. Your past, present, and future ends here. Today, prepare to die. Say goodbye, Shadow, as you witness my true wrath.
You said the same thing 4 times in a row. Okay, and like I was saying, we're back with the last episode of Shadow the Hedgehog for the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, so hope you guys enjoy this conversation with Devil Doom, and let's do it.
Gave you life, and yet you defy me. So be it. You shall pay for your ingratitude.
But yeah, so, Devil Doom, we're done. This is the final stretch of the game.
There's no need to cause as much havoc as you need to.
Now, I do like this. I do like this final boss. It is pretty fun, but you have to really know how to aim your Chaos Spear, and really know how to use it against Devil Doom, and you have to know how to follow his eye too.
Control.
Now, just like in all the other Sonic the Hedgehog games, your ring counter is decreasing the whole time, and you'll find the little green balloons you've been finding throughout the whole stage. Yeah, Knuckles is actually talking about it right now.
You'll burn through your rings over time, so keep an eye to make sure you don't run out.
Yeah, Knuckles and Amy were just taking the words out of my mouth, so thank you guys. It leaves me less to say. But don't get too close to Devil Doom, because he will warp away from you and use Chaos Control. And do not use your Chaos Control. It makes your aim god awful, and it doesn't even slow down your ring meter. So if it slowed down your ring meter, it wasn't a big that wouldn't have been a big problem if it slowed down your ring meter, but it doesn't. But you're still invincible, and you're still safe from all Devil Doom's harm, so you won't lose damage, so you won't take damage and all that, which is really nice. But Chaos Blast, on the other hand, is very fun to use in this fight, and you get it by destroying the debris. So that's a really fun Chaos power to use in this boss fight. If you know how to use it properly, which I do in this fight, which I'll be using it for the final stretch, and as you can see, we're already a minute and a half into this boss fight, and we've already got half his health gone. So I did really good luck on this, and this is only my first time doing this. I didn't have to restart. I actually did pretty good. And when your ring meter gets lower to the point where you're almost gonna die, you may have to intentionally run into him, so he'll warp away from you and then spawn balloons with debris again. Like Amy and Sonic were saying. Yeah, focus on getting more rings and intentionally run up to him, and he'll warp away from you. So, like right here, I got less than 50, and I usually don't trust myself with less than 50, so I try to take one shot at his eye, and then once I do that, then I go right for him, and then he Chaos Controls. Yeah, see, I did it on purpose. That way I can keep my ring count above 60. Because around 30 rings is when I get a little cautious, and I get a little worried about it, because also when you get hit, it causes you to lose time with your rings. You don't take damage and lose your rings, but it causes you to lose a little bit of damage. And here we go. Now we got Chaos Blast. And let's shred you to pieces instead, Black Doom. And it does do just as much damage if you use it does a little bit less damage. It does a little bit less damage than a fully powered Chaos Spear, but it's really helpful if you don't want to try to aim. But it's pretty cool. Like, I really like using Chaos Blast in this fight. It's fun. I really like using it. Like, using Chaos Blast in boss fights is extremely fun to do in this game. Like, Chaos Blast was so fun in this game. That and Chaos Control are like the best side powers I think that they did in this game. That made Shadow more fun, I think. So, but yeah, I've got 50 rings, so I'm good. So I'm gonna start shooting Black Doom in his eye, and just make sure you can stay with his eye. That way you know where he's going. So Doom's eye keeps swapping positions in Devil Doom, so just make sure you know where it's at all times, and then try to shoot him with the Chaos Spear. And see, I can stand right in the middle of his blast, doesn't do anything. But yeah, we're on the final stretch, and then it's going to be the final cutscenes, and then the end credits, and then we're done with this game. Yeah. Also, if you wait 90 minutes into this fight, Eggman will tell you that you're the real Shadow. But if you know what to do, this has no reason for going on for 9 minutes. But yeah, see, the Chaos Blast didn't do anything there because he was shooting, but you can still use it. But I decided not to use it there. So. But yeah, we're almost done with this fight, and Devil Doom will be officially, Black Doom in general will be gone and out of our lives forever. Thank Jesus. But yeah, so this boss fight itself is relatively simple if you know what you're doing. You know how to control your Chaos Spear, and you know how to, and you played other Sonic games where you can really keep an eye on your rings. Then you'll be fine. But other than that, it can be a little challenging at first. When I first played this, it took me a few tries, but it wasn't to the point where I felt like I felt like rage quitting.
Damn it.
Why can't you understand that these humans are the parasites of this world?
You're the parasite, Black Doom. Jeez.
Is the only way to bring order to the planet.
And yes, I do get Chaos Blast and finish the boss fight off of Chaos Blast, and it's awesome. And we're about to get it in just a second. There it is.
Death to all who oppose
Has all been a mistake.
Chaos Blast!
Yep, and then we do finish it off with Chaos Blast. Look at this. I just make it over, and Chaos Blast.
Impossible. I am the supreme being that rules this universe. I am the
And yeah, the Chaos Blast is frozen. I noticed that.
I am the ultimate power.
Very anticlimactic death. Just falls down to the ground.
This is the end of you, and the end to my cursed past.
And that is the end of Shadow the Hedgehog, the game. And now we're going to see the final cutscenes, and then we'll get the end credits, and this game is done.
Only one thing left to do. To put the past behind me. Chaos Control!
I also talked over the intro cutscene, and I'm not going to talk over the credits. So, yeah, I talked about everything I needed to about this game. I had fun making this series for you guys, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. So, enjoy the cutscenes and enjoy the end credits, and I'll see you guys in my next series. So, goodbye.
Yeah, he did it! The Black Comet is destroyed!
Shadow, that was sweet!
I hope he's okay.
I'm sure he's fine, Rouge. After all, he is Shadow.
How about giving me back those Chaos Emeralds now? Hey! Get back here, you creep!
How ironic. After the way we all treated him, he saved us all in the end. We were all wrong about the Professor. Let us pay homage to Professor Gerald. Let's work to ensure peace and prosperity for a brighter future. What do you say, Commander?
Excellent idea, Mr. President.
Goodbye forever, Shadow the Hedgehog.